Shoulders up to the ears, shoulders back, and let them drop down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and just drop the hands. Okay, so here we start. And we're just going to rock back and forth. Balls of the feet to the heels, and just feel into our foundation this morning. And instead of taking that full body scan like we normally do in a mini Shavasana, bring your hands to your waist. Separate your feet. Shift the weight into your left foot here. All right, and send your right foot out, resting on the ball of the foot. Knee is forward. Good. And just here, let's just circle through the ankle. Feel into the foot, the ball of the foot. Again, the upper body is light. The shoulder blades are squeezed back. The chest is forward. The gaze is forward. Circle the other way. Feel again into the ankle. Good. And then bring that foot back and let's take it to the left side. So again, left foot steps out, put the weight into the right foot, and let's just circle it out here. Feel again. Any difference between ankles, feet? Switch it out. Yeah. And then allow the left foot to meet the right. Bring your hands down to your thighs. We're just going to circle through the knees now. Little circles, right? We're not going to make this big. We're just going to squat into like a chair pose and circle. And then take it the opposite way. One more time. Again, everything's glued in the belly. Okay, stand up straight. Great. Now, hands to the waist. Separate the feet just a little bit so that you can really sway the hips. Let's work into the hips, lower down. Listen to everything creak, right? And switch around. Last one. Come back up straight. Good. Release the hands. Let's do a little bit of a sway. So again, let's keep the pelvis forward as you just move the arms. So we're upper body movement. And then we're going to kind of change it out so that we move a little bit further. So as your arm goes back, maybe the opposite toe, heel goes up, and then the opposite. So let's just sway a little bit more. Open up the body here. Good job, you guys. Okay, winding it back down, nice and slow. Good. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. Again, found that the foundation here. Hands to opposite shoulders. So let the fingertips rest on the shoulders, right? So that the elbows stack. From here, your gaze is forward. Relax, a little gentle bend into the knees. On the inhale, let's lift those elbows up towards the ceiling. And then gently drop them back down to the chest. Up towards the ceiling. And down towards the chest. Let's do it with breath here. Big inhale, full movement, all the way to the top of the inhale. Exhale, let's bring it back down. 2 more on your own. Big breath. Last one. Release the arms. Find your Tadasana, your mountain pose, your strong pose here. Hands beside the body, the palms face out, the fingers wide. Look down just for a moment at your toes. Take them up, spread them wide, and set them back down. Your foundation here. Rock it forward to the balls of the feet, and it back to the heels. Simple, subtle movement, but just a shift in the weight. And try from side to side, the blade edge to the inner arch, to the blade edge, front to back, side to side. Let yourself arrive here. Arrive to your mat, arrive to your practice. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Maybe close down the eyes. Bring the hands to prayer at the heart. Set an intention for this practice. Set an intention for this day. Deep breath and relaxed breath. On your next inhale, drop the hands, sweep them out to the side and up. Find your prayer. Drop that prayer to the back of your heart so the fingers, the thumbs come to the back body. Squeeze the elbows in, maybe take a little bit of an arch. Prayer goes back up. Prayer comes to the forehead. Kind thoughts. To the lips. Kind words. To the heart. How do you say that? Kind heart. Inhale, reach it back up. Find that prayer, find that back bend, and again, touch the back of the heart. Squeeze the elbows. Send it back to the heavens. Bring the thumbs, forehead, to the mouth, to the heart. That's our practice, my friends, to the heart. And hands come down. Take a deep breath in, roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, reach the arms up, overhead, stretch up. And on your exhale, when you find that prayer above you, draw it down your center stream. Take a bow. Let the hands rest on a block. Your head is heavy. Knees are bent because we haven't warmed up the hamstrings. So let everything hang here. Maybe cup the elbows just to add some added weight and sway. And just feel into the spine. This is a natural traction here. So let the spine go long. Noticing your breath. And then let the arms relax, the hands press the earth, roll yourself up to stand. Arms sweep out and arms sweep up. Grab that prayer and bring it into your heart. Take a breath. Have sun salutations on your own with your breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it down. As you're ready, hands might come to the shins or the thighs. Stretch the spine long, the crown of the head forward, the tailbone back. Find some length there. And then let it go and fold a little bit deeper. And then maybe using your hands as a sensory, just slide it up, the shins, the knees, the thighs, come up, reach it up. Take that back bend with your prayer and then fold it back down. We're going to do 4 more of these. Again, in your time, not mine. Your breath is totally different than mine. So just find the fluidity, the movement. I'm going into my last one. No hurries here. We're all going to meet in prayer Tadasana, so take your time. Just feel into the whole body here. Nice work. All right. Moving into warrior one. So warrior one, the back foot is kind of angled off to the side. So take a deep breath, lift the prayer to the heavens here. Get nice and long. Take a forward fold. Plant your hands and step the left foot back. Again, at that angle, bend into the right knee. And as you're ready, hug it in the belly. Let's lift it up. Good. So here, maybe as you bend into the front knee, you might feel that inner thigh on the left begin to stretch. Just kind of bring some buoyancy in here. You know, we don't have to be stiff. We're stiff enough. So again, just a little bit of movement. Draw the hands down to the side. Interlace in front of the hips. Again, deepen your leg structure. Draw the palms to your chest. Elbows are wide. Take a breath. Exhale all the air out as you push the energy forward. Inhale fully as you take the palms towards the ceiling. Maybe the biceps are by the ears. Maybe you've got a little bit of a back bend. Take a full breath. Then release the hands slowly. Let them come behind the back. Take that interlace here. Push the fist down towards the mat and away from you. Take a breath as you open the chest. And as you exhale, find your humble warrior. Let's humble ourselves to this warrior position. The shoulder comes inside the knee. The arms float towards the ceiling. The head hangs heavy. Here we are, my friends. Humble warrior. A couple breaths. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Let the shoulder tips really draw together on the back body. One more breath. And then we're going to press into the feet as we rise back up, coming back to our warrior one. We'll circle the hands out to the side and down frame the foot and step it forward to your fold, to your half lift. Get long and fold. Hands find the mat or your block. Left foot steps back. So again, right knee is right over the right ankle. Set that back heel down at a 45 as you're ready. Either climb onto your thigh, reach your arms up. Warrior one. Stretch the whole upper body up, but ground. Lower the pelvis. Feel the strength in the legs. Lower the hands, interlace at the hips, bring it up to the chest, push it out in front of you. Big inhale takes it up, stretch it up, and then let it go. We interlace behind us, the other thumb on top. Press down, press back. Taking a breath, open that chest, open the heart here. And when you're ready, we'll find that humble warrior. Bring the torso down, right shoulder outside of the right knee. Bring those arms up, let them float overhead. Release the neck, release the head, maybe shake it around. 3 breaths. Last one, big breath. Next inhale, let's pull it up. Use your core. Good. Arms float back up. Warrior one. Bring your hands to your waist. Pivot your feet around so that both feet face forward. Maybe heel toe your feet. I don't know how your feet are, but give yourself some space here. Good. And then with the hands on the waist, straight spine. Hold the belly in. Take a half lift. And drop the hands down underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. I'm going to take a moment to just shoot my heels out just a bit, so I'm a little bit pigeon-toed, and I'm just going to begin to move right to left with my hips. Just beginning to open up a bit, and then I'm going to deepen this by bending into the right knee and setting my hips down, lifting back up, both legs straight, and taking it to the left. So there's no rush. We're just opening up the inner thighs. Back and forth. One more time each side. And then straighten both legs. Walk the fingertips forward like a downward facing dog, but there's no weight in the wrist here. That's the beautiful thing about puppy pose or modified puppy pose. Keep walking the hands forward, shift the hips back. As a matter of fact, press into your palms on the mat so that you can send the hips back and then keep walking forward. Drop the head, shake it, yes and no, nod. Let's find some movement in the neck. Big breath in. As you exhale, walk the hands back. Let's take them behind the feet. So keep walking, 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 walking. Flip the hands around so the fingertips are pointing behind you. And then for here, keep walking. Maybe straighten the legs a little more. Drop the crown of the head down to the mat. Just opening up the back chain of the body here. Yeah. One more breath in and out. Walk the hands back, right underneath the shoulders, press into the finger pads, straighten the legs, straighten the spine. Good. We're going to just walk it over to the right. Hand either by the right foot, ankle, or calf. Good. Send the right arm up and over. Just kind of roll through the wrist here. Flick the fingers. Just get some blood flow into the hand. Slowly lower. Let's switch sides. So walking over to the left, right hand grabs the ankle or the calf. Left arm extends up. Again, just a circle, a flick of the fingers. Beautiful. Slowly lower, both hands underneath. Stretch out long one more time. Straighten the legs. Heel toe the feet in just slightly. Good. Hands to the waist. Straight spine. We're going to come right up. Straight spine, nice and slow. Lift the torso. Come to stand. Stack the spine. Great. On the left, let's just turn that foot out to the left. So the right foot is parallel. The left foot is towards the side of the mat. Bend into the knee. Let's find warrior two. So as we bend into the knee, release the arms. Let the gaze flow over the hand. Soften the shoulder. Take a breath. As you exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Big breath in. Exhale slow. Take the back hand, wrap it around behind you for a half wrap. Take the front arm, send it up towards the ceiling and back behind you. And find that side bend here. Not a back bend, it's a side. Reach the fingers, gaze. Returning back to your warrior two. Again, spread the arms, soften the shoulders. Side angle. So you can bring the forearm to the thigh. You can bring the fingertips down to the mat. Take the arm up overhead, maybe the gaze overhead or the gaze down. Again, open up the chest. A great place for a block here. So bring the hand, the upper hand to your waist. Begin to straighten the front leg, finding that version of triangle. Big breath here. And then we'll re-bend into the left knee. We'll rise back, hands to the waist, lift it up. Good. Arms extend, warrior two. Hands to the waist. Left foot comes forward, parallel with your mat. Right foot pivots out. Bend into the knee. Here we go, warrior two. Arms extend, reach them out. Let that gaze follow the front hand. Think a little bit deeper with the breath. Open up the whole pelvic abdomen. Take a full breath here. Back hand's going to pivot around, wrap around the back body. Secure that and lift the front arm up and over. Coming back, find your two. Sink it down, soften the shoulders. Forearm to the thigh, arm goes overhead. Or fingertips down to the mat. Open up your chest, reach it out. Wherever you are, we're going to try Trikonasana, triangle pose. So press into your front leg, straighten it out. Maybe take the wrap. Sometimes that's easier to lift the chest up. Bend back into the front leg. Again, hands come to the waist. Lift yourself up. Extend the arms. Warrior two. Big breath. Arms extend up, legs extend long. Hands to the waist. Again, straight spine, forward fold. Hands hit the mat. Heel toe the feet into center. Hip distance apart. Walk the hands back. Again, maybe cup the elbows, let the weight extend the back body. Press the hands back to the mat as you straighten the legs. Find your fold. Walk the hands to the sides. Find your half lift. Again, send the tailbone out. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Crown of the head is forward. And then release it all and bow to yourself here. Let it go. Hands to the mat. Maybe this time the palms are up as you just pour forward. Begin to bend into the knees like you're coming into a squat, and then come down onto your seat. Hands behind the knees. Use the hands here. Press into the back of the legs as you lift the chest forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. And then bringing the right hand down by the hip and the left hand down. We're going to slowly roll down onto the forearms. Again, keep the knees bent. Maybe bring the heels in closer to the glutes. As you press into the forearms, can you lift the chest up, a small arch in the spine? Let the head flow back and rest on the upper trapezius here. Open the throat, maybe open your jaw, open your mouth. And then as slow as you can, the low back and the mid back and the upper back come down to the mat. We squeeze the shoulder blades as we lift the chest up. We lift the head up and tuck the chin in. Draw the knees into the chest and give them a squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. Hip bone across the low back to hip bone. I hope it feels as good to you as it does to me. And we'll move into that happy baby pose. So as you come back to center, squeeze the knees in, and then separate the knees right and left. Reach the arms in and grab either your big toe or the blade edge of your foot, or even just wrap the forearms around the knee crease. But wherever you are, draw the feet, the soles of the feet up to the ceiling. Good. And as you arrive here, press the hands or the forearms, whatever you're using, into the feet so that you really feel the spine on your mat. And taking a breath. Maybe here you take a rock. Maybe here you take that final stretch where you come to center and you let the right leg extend. You let the right leg fall off to the right. Always noticing your breath here. The breath is the teacher. It'll tell you when you've gone too far or you haven't gone enough. Taking a breath, maybe bring that back. If you did the right leg, you got to do the left. So send it out to the left and let it fall. Another breath. And we'll bring that back. So we're all in neutral in happy baby. Just take a breath here. And then extend both legs up towards the ceiling. It doesn't have to be straight. Bring the feet together. So here, it's like a forward fold on your back. So heels go up to the ceiling, toes flare and come back towards the face. Again, see if you can bring the toes over the head. And then the soles of the feet will come together overhead. So the big toes kind of join, and then the balls of the feet as we begin to draw the heels down towards our glutes. Again, we're in a floating cobbler here. So if you're holding onto your toes or the blade edge of your feet, use your elbows here to spread the knees wide. And then just begin to lower the blade edge of the foot to the mat. Knees are wide. We're in reclined cobbler, Supta Baddha Konasana. Right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart. Shoulders soft, squeeze them in, elbows resting on the mat. Close down the eyes and join me in a rhythmic breath where we're going to breathe in for maybe the count of 3 and out for the count of 6. So relax the body, support where you need support outside the thighs, belly soft, hands resting lightly. On your inhale, take it through the nose, count of 3. Pause there and let it out the nose for a count of 6. Pause again, feel the body. Inhale for a count of 3. Take a pause, hold it here, and let it out for a count of 6. Hold here. Inhale for 3, big inhale, fill the chest. Pause the breath. Exhale fully out the nose, nice and slow. 2 more on your own, inhaling fully. Exhaling slowly. Last one with control. Inhale up. Exhale slow. Come back to your own breath. Hands come outside of the thighs to gently draw the knees together. Let's bring them one last time into the chest for a nice big hug. Wrap your forearms around the shins. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you lift the shoulders and you lift the chin to the knees. And then you exhale all the air out as you come back down to Shavasana. So the legs go long, the arms go wide, the palms rest up. Squeeze again, the shoulders in. Find some length in the neck as you nod the chin in towards the chest. Close down your eyes. Just take a moment to ground and center and find a way to begin this day. Deep breath in. As you let it go, let the body go. Here we are, Shavasana. Take as long as you'd like. Turn the device off. Just stay here if it feels good. Otherwise, have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you again on Tuesday.